Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. And for another car is the star around green hell. And what better way to cleanse one's palate from those filthy American muscle cars than taking out a little bit of German precision engineering. And today we're looking at the BMW M4 Gr.4, and yeah, it's not just because we fancy this car. There is a reason behind it. We are promoting this coming Friday the Nürburgring GP 2.5 hour qualifying coming, which will feature this car driven by Talleyrand, or this livery. And yes, so if you want to see a multi-class grid full of the M4 BMWs and M6s in the Group 3 category, belting it around the Nürburgring GP, then this is the place you need to be. So yeah, that's the reasoning for this. Today we're doing the BMW M4 Gr.4. Not a lot to tell you about it really. It's made by BMW in Germany, where it's a fantasy car. Its displacement is 2,979 cc. It's a front engine rear drive with a maximum power of 394 brake horsepower. Its performance points are 624.94, and the length of this car is 4.777 meters, with a width of 1.869 meters and a height of 1.355 meters. The BMW M3 Gr.4 is a race car produced by BMW based on the BMW M4 Gr.14. It appears in Gran Turismo Sport and Gran Turismo 7. Comes in 5 colours available for this car. They are unnamed in-game and all based on base cars colours, so there you go. In the dealership, this car says the BMW M4 served as the base model for this Gran Turismo exclusive Gr.4 race car. While the M4 has already a great handling car to begin with, we made it even better by tuning the suspension system. That said, we retained the predictability of the original car, which made it an enjoyable ride for drivers of all levels. You can buy this car in the BMW section of Brand Central for 350,000 credits. And it can also obtain if you sign the manufacturer's cut, but who does that these days? Right then, a little bit of trivia comes your way. In real life, Ecris Motorsport developed their own version of the GT4 spec M4 since 2015, with BMW Motorsport developing their official version of M4 GT4 since 2017. As the Ecris Motorsport car is an unofficial project approved by but not directly from BMW themselves, and the BMW Motorsport version have yet to exist during the game's development, it is possible these are the reasons for the creation of the fictional M4 Gr.4. So maybe not just a pretend car after all. Maybe it was I never remember the saying, when art mimics life or something. Mocks life. Alright, and that's about it really. The car's default car number is 82, is a reference to the car's generation code, which is F82. So, that's it. That's all I've got for you on this one. It being not a real car, but it'll sure look real come Friday when qualifying for the Nürburgring GP 2.45 hour race. I've got to say, the handling was fantastic. On a flat bit of ground, this car was a delight to drive. Absolutely did what you asked it to do, when you asked it to do it, and even a little faster than you probably wanted it to go through the corner. Fantastic. Until the road started changing up and down. But on a flat bit of ground, this car was absolutely solid. But I found as soon as we started going into these undulations, it was loosey-goosey. Didn't like going down the hill. Felt a little bit sort of shaky. So It's got a chink in its armour. I don't think it's going to be a straightforward. Look, there you go, over the top of the brow of that hill. The back end wanted to step away. So this car, not as solid as you would first think when you drive it. There is moments. And going around the Nürburgring on Friday, I think the chicane, the final chicane, and that fastest hairpin are going to be big-ish, and that chicane that's near enough full speed going up the hill, they're going to be big issues in this car. I don't think this car is going to enjoy those moments on the track quite as well as the drivers would hope. So it's going to be an interesting one. Overall, speed-wise, I'm not sure. What am I aiming at? Jesus, in the Group 4s, we've taken the Porsche Cayman out. We've taken the Alfa Romeo 155 and the Alfa Romeo 4C out. What else? What other Group 4 cars have I taken out? I can't think, you know. Where's it going to place? It was solid. It felt fast. I wouldn't put it past there being one of the fastest of the Group 4 cars. It sure felt like it, taking it around. Delightful to drive. They're going to have a fun 2.5 hours, those boys. Whoa, there you go again, see? A little bit of change to the surface of the ground, and the car just was not a happy bean. And if you haven't got a happy bean, then what have you got? An unhappy bean, I guess. But, that being said, beans to one side. This car was fantastic to drive. If you ever get a chance to be in part of a Group 4 category championship, I would say the BMW would aid you well in that championship. It's solid. It has moments though, but it's solid. It felt great going into the corners. That front end oversteer be galore, without the back end going in the beginning. Just happy to go full pelt in some of them corners, and a good fun drive, good wholesome drive, I'd say. German technology at its finest, right there. So don't forget to tune in next Friday for qualifying with these bad boys at the Nürburgring, 2.5 hours. This is the BMW M4 Group 4 going around the Nürburgring. Where's it going to hit in the tables? Handbrake. Oh, lovely bit of parking. Look at that. Top 20, baby. 15th overall. 15th overall. I mean, we should celebrate these small victories, because soon I suppose that overall table will be just taken up with humongous, ridiculous speeded cars when I finally get the nerve to take any out. But at the moment, 15th Group 4, it got a 719.885, nowhere near the Porsche Cayman GT4. And why would it? The PP points are loads higher on the Cayman. That needs a bopping for these two to race each other. So yeah, 4 seconds off the Cayman Group 4. It beat the Alfa 155, and I tell you, at one point in time, I thought that Alfa was going to reign supreme over all the Group 4 cars. It just, I mean, it's got the PP points. It's probably the way I drove it, but the BMW 2 seconds faster than that. And then you're looking further down at the Mazda Group 4 there, 729.1. Some 10 seconds slower than BMW. So not a bad run. I mean, we'll go to its category, but that's not going to tell us much more, but you might like it. Where is it? Sixth in the 700 performance points category. Again, still behind the Porsche Cayman, ahead of the Alfa. And interesting stuff indeed in that Group 4s. Who's going to be the best Group 4 car, do you think? I really like that Nissan. I'll be trying it out one day, but I couldn't say it's the fastest of all the Group 4s. Didn't we take, yeah, the Cayman. I was going to say, didn't we take a Porsche out? But yeah, it's the one above this. But that's it, isn't it? How many Group 4 cars have I taken out then? The Porsche, the Beamer, the Alfa, the Mazda, and the other Alfa. 5. That's not bad, is it? Second out of 5. Okay, well, don't forget to tune in next Friday if you're watching these as they're released. And if you didn't tune in, have a look back at the videos for the Nürburgring GP 2.5. It's a cracker. It was a cracker. It's going to be a cracker, however you watch this. I watched Tenet recently, so I'm trying to think of time as non-linear. And I think YouTube, you have to think of that as non-linear as well. So, hello, goodbye, hi, see you. It gets confusing. Toodaloo, peace and love, peace and love.